called an Uber from the airport, tried to get to our hotel, and ended up being dropped off on the sidewalk. There was nothing he could do. There's a marathon going on today, but that is our welcome to Chile. Welcome back to Away We Go. Join us for 2 weeks in Chile.
We are in our hostel in Chile. We are on the third.
Lighting is horrible.
Yeah, we are on the third floor out of 3. There's a rooftop. It's a private room.
Emu.
So the nice thing is we can kind of leave our stuff around and organize it as we need to. It's a very
Nice big bed.
very simple room.
A computer, TV. Oh, we have a balcony. So, like Andrew said, this is our room. We have a shared bathroom this time around. And one of the things that made me pick this hostel is that it actually has a co-working space in it. So the basement has a co-working space, and they have like daily rates for people. But if you're staying at the hostel, it's free. So Andrew's gonna be spending a lot of time there. I'm gonna be spending a lot of time in probably the lounge. They've got a pool table, which I can play pool whenever I want. They got a TV down there, a bunch of, I was gonna say hacky sacks. Beanbag chairs. It's like the gigantic version of a hacky sack. Anyways, we're gonna set up our room and then we'll see what we get up to this afternoon.
We're now going to drink 10 beers and choose our favorites in what we call a draft.
This is just how much home ownership has changed me. I'm trying to figure out why this toilet that I'm over has a bad flush capability, and also one of the buttons is stuck. So now I'm just fixing the toilet at a hostel. I don't like just walk away, but I can't. Am I my father? Brief update. It appears the water was turned off, which was causing the lack of flow for flushing. So that's been easy fixed. The button's a little stuck, so I'm gonna try to jimmy it. Final update, button's been fixed. Looks like the rod that's attaching it to the actual presser is broken off. So limited access, but I was able to kind of clear that. Still doesn't come all the way up, but it goes all the way down. That's what matters.
In the cracked up pavement, dandelions grew like a vow from a world that wouldn't let us down. On an empty schoolyard, the summer was new. We talked about bands and ways to leave this town. We laughed and lied, debated and confided, tried to fake it to get by. Back at Johnny's house, his folks were out. White lightning struck like a golden blaze. Everyone went crazy. Everyone was there that night. A grown-up kissed in a twilight haze.
Fanta. Una caja.
We have been wanting Uber Eats since we left Panama, and Chile has it. So we got some Uber Eats tonight to go along with some craft dinner that Andrew has been wanting for forever.
Noodles.
So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna eat that in bed while we watch some Circle.
It's a little bit better than the cheese from the cheesies that we had earlier. Definitely not as cheesy as we're used to, but the noodles feel bigger though.
They look bigger.
Wrote songs that existed, thought we knew everything. Rehearsed in that old house, dreaming of a crowd. Just a heartbeat away, still another life. Have we let it slip away? In an endless dusk we prosper, when everything was bright and new. A crew of jokers and believers, moonlight dreamers.
What's up? It's Thursday, and I'm hanging out in the room. I just climbed all the stairs to get up to the room. So that's the exhaustion. Andrew and I just went for a little walk. He had a big break today in the middle of the day. I had a little bit of a breakdown today. I have found with my ADHD, one of the things that I'm really bad at is task switching. And so this morning I was really hyper focused. I was doing a lot of editing, and so Andrew had told me he had a big break today, but in my mind, that was the extent of it. As soon as he finished, he was like, all right, let's go. Here are the two options. We're gonna either climb this giant hill or we're gonna go to the tallest building in South America. And I could not. I had a freeze moment where I basically just kind of cried. It's something that happens not super often, but when I'm feeling overwhelmed and things like that, it can happen. And like I said, task switching is one of those things that kind of triggers that. I cried, and then I felt bad. I have a lot of guilt in the, like, just because I'm not doing anything doesn't mean you don't have to not do things. And then Andrew says he's gonna just go for coffee and things like that. So it can feel a little much, and it feels like it makes me sad and things like that. Took my moment, got some air, and then we decided to go for coffee and do the groceries and whatnot. Tonight, Andrew has D&D. I'll probably do some farming in Stardew Valley, And then after that, we'll probably cook some food and maybe go out, who knows? Tomorrow, I'm not quite sure what we're doing. Maybe one of those things that he had on the big list of fun things to do in Santiago, Chile. And then Saturday, we're going on a wine tour.
I think one of the benefits of working on the road is just being able to work in a lot of cool places. While we're here in Chile, we really had the opportunity to work in a co-working space within our hostel. And what's been great is actually like working with other people, because oftentimes we're in our rooms alone, or we're in some kind of weird other location to take calls and stuff like that. So it's nice being in a co-working space, but like, stop, Jeremy. But it's just a great working environment. But like being in that kind of like team atmosphere is something that I definitely miss, and like being able to kind of like share ideas and thoughts and like bounce ideas off people and whatnot. So anyway, Susan, stop. Anyway, I should get back to work. These guys are making fun of me, but talk later.
It is Friday and we have a lot of stuff going on today. Right now we are downtown and we are trying to get some laundry done. We have a wine tour tomorrow and neither of us has any clothes for it. I have booked an appointment this afternoon. I'm not going to tell you what it is yet, but I will show you, and I'm really excited. But Andrew has the meeting, so we're trying to get everything done before 3 o'clock so that he can get back to the hostel for his meetings and I can get to my appointment by 3:30. Back to the hostel without the laundry. Andrew's gonna go back and get that. I'm gonna go to my appointment. It's the nicest it's been in Santiago since we got here. It has been so cold and so dreary, and today the sun is out and it's almost 18 degrees outside. Tomorrow's supposed to be 18 and we're going on that wine tour tomorrow, so I'm really excited for that. But we said, let's go put some sunscreen on because we're gonna have to do more walking still. I went and bought a subway card, so I should be all set to take the subway. I'm really excited to see what it's like here because we've taken the subway in Panama, we took it in Argentina, Peru didn't have one. And I know once we get to Europe, which is next, they're gonna have a really good subway system. So let's see how Chile's subway system is.
I was never a sex machine, you were never the homecoming queen. But we smoked and we shot boo. We were playing hooky from school. Hang on and quarter. Hang on and quarter for rock and roll. Hang on and quarter. Hang on and quarter for rock and roll.
Finished work for the day. I am now gonna grab an Uber and I'm heading to go see Kayla at the tattoo shop.
So in case you couldn't figure it out by all the videos, my appointment today was at a tattoo parlor. I went over to Andromeda Inc. and they are a walk-in tattoo parlor here in Santiago, Chile. I read a bunch of great 5-star reviews, and so I messaged them today. I asked if they had any availability either today or next week, and they replied by saying that they could do tomorrow. And I said, I have a wine tour tomorrow. And they said, okay, well, how about today? We have some time today. So I ended up going in. Like I said, my appointment was at about 3:30. I had sent a list of ideas for tattoos, but the artist didn't start working on it until I got there. So he was working on it till about 4:30, 5 o'clock.
It was like 5 o'clock.
So I was probably in the chair for maybe 2 hours. Now he's all hanging out in some plastic wrap until I take it off tomorrow and wash it and put some cream on it and whatnot. But yeah, I'm super happy with him. I think I've settled on the name. So in case you didn't know, my turtle's name is Chewy, and his name is Chewy because of the 2 turtles that are, or there used to be 2 turtles at the Toronto Aquarium. I think there's 3 now. But Andrew and I used to go all the time. We used to have season passes to it, and the 2 turtles' names were Spot and Chewy. So when we got our turtle tattoos, Andrew named his Spot, I named mine Chewy. So Chewy now has a friend, and I think I'm gonna go with Cap as his name, like Captain South America. But Cap, I think, is what I'm gonna go with, and that actually stands for Chile, Argentina, Peru, and Panama, which is the opposite of how we visited them. But yeah, so his name is Cap. Welcome, Cap. Anyways, we're going to bed now because we're going on a wine tour tomorrow.
Stop number 1.
Number 1, after the tasting.
We are at stop number 2. I gotta put my sunglasses on because it is so bright. We have a beautiful day. But the first one was a small family-owned one. This one, I guess, is a big, like, corporation, so to speak. And while that sounds maybe negative, in this case, they have actually produced some award-winning wines. So very excited to try it out, see what the difference is like. Obviously, as you may be able to tell, we are amongst their vineyards, and it is massive compared to what we saw at the last place. These guys produce like 5,000 to 6,000 bottles. I think they said a day or every 2 days or something like that. Like, it's significant. They're pumping out wine like it's crazy. The last place was like 5,000 to 6,000 a year. We just finished at our lunch spot. We're now at our 3rd winery, about to check it out. So let's go inside.
All right, we're heading out from stop number 4, and we
did some shopping.
We did some shopping. We bought a bottle of wine
4 canned wines for the road.
and a notebook,
Yeah,
and it cost how much?
under $20.
So we're back from our wine tour, and we got some KFC. What do you think of your KFC?
It was actually pretty good.
The fries are interesting. The fries are very McDonald's.
Yeah, nothing to call home about, but
You had some like mini empanadas, or those.
which are just like cheesy pastries. They're okay. I've had worse.
The popcorn chicken is much
Popcorn-
bigger
Popcorn chicken is pretty good.
than
yeah.
back
A
home.
little greasy, but pretty good.
Pretty good. The chicken wings are not hot wings; they're just chicken wings. So, a little less flavor than I would have wanted, but overall pretty good.
Yeah.
Now we're gonna watch a movie.
Now we're gonna watch a movie and go to bed.
Bed.
Hey guys, Andrew here. It is Sunday, the day after our wine tour. We are alive. In fact, we're pretty well. We had some KFC last night. We drank some water. We took some Advil. So we're feeling human. Anyway, it is Sunday. There's a lot of stuff that's open. So we're actually going to head over to a weekend market, check it out, and then we may hit up a couple other places, but come along. We just came across a weed party. I'm not really sure, but anyway, we got to get to the subway. We are at the market right now. We just got our first purchase, which is a belt for Kayla. Haggled the lady down a couple thousand, from 3,000 to 2,000, so I guess just 1,000. But she also accepted the lower price way too easily, so maybe I didn't haggle enough, but got ourselves a deal and got Kayla a belt. Oh, here we go. Yeah, it's like a full like gold chain link. Well, it's not obviously gold, but it's chain link. So yeah. We just hit up our second stop in this market, and we got ourselves a sewing kit. Got some clothes that have gone through some hard times that we needed to sew, and for whatever reason we didn't pack a sewing kit. So we got a little travel sewing kit, which is perfect. Got Kayla's belt. We're gonna look for a deck of cards if we find one, and then
For some reason, all the card decks that we found so far only have 50 cards in them.
I'm not really sure what's going on.
I don't know what that means.
So anyway, keep you posted. That is a success. So we ended up getting a belt for Kayla, a deck of cards, and a sewing kit for 5,000 pesos, which is about $7. So yeah, anyway, pretty happy with that because those were like random things we couldn't find anywhere. So now we are gonna go up to near Plaza de Armas. There's a cathedral there that I was gonna go check out. I think it's open today, and I think it's free to go in.
And do some shopping.
And we might do some clothes shopping. There's an H&M and a couple other ones that were near where we had gone before, so we're gonna go check them out.
Yeah.